at Umro Ayyar Story Part 3, The Battle of Wits in the Name of Wisdom and Courage. This is the story of Umro Ayyar, the master of intelligence, disguise, and clever tricks. After many victorious adventures, Umro Ayyar and the great warrior Ameer Hamza received troubling news. A distant land known as Zermatt Fortress had fallen under the control of a cruel magician named Malik-e-Fareb, the Lord of Deception. Using dark magic and illusions, he trapped innocent people, turning them into silent servants with no will of their own. Ameer Hamza decided that this evil must end. He prepared his sword and armor, while Umro Ayyar smiled calmly. Holding his magical bag, the famous Zambi, which could hide anything inside it. The journey to Zermatt Fortress was long and dangerous. The roads were covered with thick fog, and strange whispers filled the air at night. Many travelers had lost their way, but Umro Ayyar used his sharp mind to guide the group safely. As they reached the outer walls of the fortress, they saw tall black gates guarded by magical soldiers who never slept. Anyone who tried to enter was captured or turned into stone by illusion. Ameer Hamza prepared for battle, but Umro Ayyar stopped him. "Strength is powerful," Umro said, "but intelligence opens doors without noise." Umro Ayyar's clever disguise. Umro Ayyar quickly changed his appearance and disguised himself as an old beggar. His clothes were torn, his voice shaky, and his face covered with dust. Holding a wooden bowl, he walked toward the gate while pretending to cry. The guards laughed at him and allowed him to sit near the gate. Umro began telling strange and funny stories, mixing truth with nonsense. The guards laughed louder and louder until they became careless. At the right moment, Umro released a sleeping powder from his Zambi. Within minutes, all the guards fell asleep. Umro quietly collected their weapons and keys and opened the main gate. Inside the Fortress of Illusions. Inside the fortress, the air felt heavy. The walls changed colors, and doors appeared and disappeared. It was clear that Malik-e-Fareb had filled the place with illusion magic. In the center of the fortress stood a large magic mirror. This mirror had the power to read minds and expose enemies. Malik-e-Fareb used it to protect himself, believing no one could ever trick it. Umro studied the mirror carefully and smiled again. The trick that broke the magic. Umro pulled a monkey mask from his zombie and stood in front of the mirror, acting like a foolish animal. When Malik-e-Fareb looked into the mirror, he saw only confusion and madness. The magician panicked. His concentration broke, and the mirror cracked. With the mirror destroyed, the illusions vanished, and the prisoners regained their senses. Final victory at that moment, Ameer Hamza entered the hall with his shining sword. Without magic to protect him, Malik-e-Fareb was easily defeated. The prisoners were freed, and the Fortress of Deception fell forever. The people of Zermatt gathered and thanked Umro Ayyar for his intelligence and Ameer Hamza for his bravery. Umro simply laughed and said, "Power may win battles, but wisdom wins wars." With another victory achieved, Umro Ayyar and Ameer Hamza continued their journey, knowing that as long as intelligence and courage walk together, evil will never rule for long.